Alrighty, folks, we are back after a quick break. My name is Am. Sometimes I make mistakes,
We're on
and
the cutting edge of technology here. It's an exciting place to be.
today's mistake was starting the intro next to an NPC. Lovely.
Have these orders? A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
I'm supposed to be talking with this individual here. Hello there, Elizabeth.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Cold War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the three major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varoon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince two people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varoon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
No problem, I'm just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal. What can you tell me about these codes? Can we forge them?
No. Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biometric keys kept by each of the ambassadors on their person at all times. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors, meaning we're accessing nothing if we can't get them on our side.
Okay. You'd think they'd be clamoring to help out with spaceport.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon?
Talk to me about Radcliffe.
Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
All right. Tell me about these other tools.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Alright. Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy? Actually, what can you tell me about this staff?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
So, don't do like I did in that other universe, walk in and just shoot the ambassador for kicks. Got it. That's all the information I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Food.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Why? What's wrong with House Varun, to your mind?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great Serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
I'm sure he can be reasoned with. House Varun are people, just like us.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What do I do if he's dead? Wait, has no one actually been in the embassy? What kind of life signs did you detect in the embassy? Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse. I'll track him down. What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What kind of life signs did you detect in the embassy?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
I'll track him down.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
I like her bangs. They're very cute. Righty. Let's go deal with the Freestar Collective embassy first. I might need to go clothing shopping before this, actually. I feel like if I'm going to go, I'd better not go as a tax. Actually, they might appreciate that. I don't know if House will. Look, it's been forever since I've done clothing shopping. I'm ready. I want to dress. That's where I'm at. All right. Still, we'll go in here. We'll pop a completely illegal drug.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Thank you.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Like your boots. Good boots.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
What? Oh, you just don't like anyone.
Terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Do you have a noticeable eye twitch? I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the Freestar Collective's help. You seem like a lady who wants to stop more terramorph attacks. Oh, have I got the deal for you? Captain Ann, UC Vanguard, you and I need to talk, Ambassador.
What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. Nope, they sent me to beg. Please, please, pretty please. Or correctly, we need access to the archives.
Oh, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Just listen to what I have to say, Ambassador, please. Fine, I'll figure this out some other way. Are you serious? There was just an attack on the city? You're really not going to help us? Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really going to push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out. Fine, I'll figure this out some other way. Are you serious?
I'm listening.
It's only in moments of crisis that real heroes emerge. Now could be your moment. Every moment we spend in debate is time not spent fixing the Terramorph problem. There are lives at stake here. It looks like I need to get 7 of these and I have 3 turns. The Terramorph Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
Mm-hmm. You were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data. What happened here, and in Londinian, could happen in the Freestar Collective unless you help us. Be the person the galaxy needs, Ambassador.
Londinian. They had to abandon the planet. But that couldn't happen again.
The UC might have done wrong in the past, but it's been nearly 20 years since the colony war.
I suppose I have seen some promising actions by this current administration. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Indeed.
Excellent. Follow me.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Okay. Where are we going? See laser sights. I am fighting every bone in my body right now not to steal that bubble level.
Take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all.
Marvelous. I feel like that was slick. What do you think, Thera?
Good work with the bartender. Won't be the last time. Bye for now.
She has no concept of whether or not that was slick. Wow, these are nice. This is nice. Wow. Oh, your cooking station is organized. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow. It's like all nice and organized. It's pretty.
Sounds like it was a real mess.
The Freestar Collective, they understand me. You see? Not so much. Wood. Wood is good. Mm-mm-mm. That's that good stuff right there. We're gonna drop a quick save.
The FC is nothing but a bunch
Alright, well, before I do that,
Can we run through it one more time?
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
no. No, I can't. But I could imagine how many... Stop myself right there. I got told I couldn't do that. I got told you couldn't do what? Commit arson on the UC's behalf. Or on behalf of literally anyone else. I have noticed a little bit of like stuttering in my videos.
To Venus?
No, not to Venus. Unless, of course, you're referring to prettying myself up. And also adding, you know, more ammunition to my arsenal because my child, I love you. Sorry, what was that?
You're here because you need something you can connect, you know? Please, take a look.
No, I need ammunition. Do you have 9x39? You have 9x39 for the first time. Okay. Also gonna pick up some of that. Another Old Earth hunting rifle with a pacifier. Looks like it takes 15 gauge or something. Combat knife. Hunting sword. It's like, that's not a hunting sword. AA-99, huh? Well, you know... Let's see, what else could I probably use? 50 caliber caseless. That's a lot of 11mm ammunition, but I would certainly take... I don't know... 100 of them? That feels appropriate. And I'll take some of that. Because ideally, I'm going to get a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher. So ah, yes, PTSD, one of the more delightful side effects they never tell you about. Pioneer Tower is an eating place? Oh, it is.
Are
I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis. Right away.
Oh, it's expensive. I should know. Trilobites. Haha. Panache. My apologies. I was grabbing some water, some caffeine, and some kitty time, all in equal measures. Liver pate for 1,000 credits. Jemison Wellington. No. Dawn's Roost Strip. That sounds fantastic, actually. Sparkling wine, Solomon's Reserve, Chandra Malbec, Chandra Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Riesling. You don't have Beaujolais. I don't know why I'm even bothering. I'll take the Cabernet. You can really hardly go wrong with Cabernet.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
And then I'll eat standing just to menace this individual. Apparently I can consume alien genetic material. Delightful. Weird and creepy. Just like it should be. This is Chunks, which frightens me greatly. Please stop existing. Ah yes, combat medic. Thank you for your service. Apollo Tower. Not particularly interested. It's like, are you gonna stab somebody? Why do you have your sword out? No, not particularly. But I am going to faction.
Your first day tomorrow?
Yeah, officially passed my Serpent. You're looking at a genuine spaceport technician.
Hey!
Interstellar status credits now?
But
Looks like we're eating Dawn Cruise tomorrow night. Be still, my heart.
Haha, yes. Want to actually be able to afford to go back home. Hmm?
Please let me know if I may assist you. You won't find a larger... Let's find you something...
Yes, yes, yes. I need clothing and I need something cute. No. Well, it is more my color. I rather like that, and I did promise myself I would get one of these. That is 2 Texas. White Neo City Punch. Yeah, we'll grab a sorry. There we go. Like I said, I promised I would get a dress. The corporations need better clothing. Is that... I thought that shirt was white. Is it pink? Because it looks pink. I guess it must be. I just don't know how I feel about some of this clothing. This I rather like. It's very, Sheogora? What do you mean plus 502 recovery? That should be persuasion. Come on! That is all rubber. No. Absolutely not.
I'll see you again, I'm sure.
Well, I guess I'm wearing a sari and a cowboy hat in there. Because... there are things wrong with me that I can't explain. Anyway... Lovely, I have an Equinox that I can use. Huh. Well, there's one way to do this that makes sense. Like, are you gonna... Oh, you're gonna swim in your suit. Okay. I have yet to figure out if I'm gonna edit these, if I'm gonna... I don't know. I'm just kind of playing it by ear here. So why are you swimming in your... Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's incredibly Texas for you. Hold on. Hold on. We can't be going in there with a goofy hat.
Finally back with our son.
Cute dress. Let's see, do you have ammunition?
Dream of selling some. Yes, by all
I
means.
can never remember. Do you sell ammunition? No, but you sell Boudica. You sell med packs. You sell 4 cutters. And you sell space suits and helmets. I miss when my helmet didn't completely obscure my face. Oh, and you sell resources. Interest. So you're literally like how they used to set up outfitters in Morrowind. Oh, you're exactly an outfitter, aren't you? I'm surprised I haven't run into like a pawn shop or something. Or like the census and excise office. Okay. I am going to drop a hard save here. Okay, Varun Embassy Lobby. Snaky. Very snaky indeed. A lot of flora. This seems to not have been used in a hot minute. There's a sculpture here. Doesn't look like it's stealing to take these, so... Also, I could use the credits. I just spent money on fashion, which I kinda didn't need, but also... Hello? Cute dress. That looks like it's rubble. Something happened in here, and I'm a little nervous.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Heard someone there. Where's the intercom? Hold on. Okay, let's see. That would also fit there. I feel like I've got enough of these that... No, that clearly doesn't fit there. Okay. Hey? What exactly have I gotten myself into? Oh, a blue UC leather jumpsuit. A calibrated Eon, lovely. And some boom pop, which I guess is still in good condition. I heard that they hadn't seen you in years, but I guess you must be alive, huh?
seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking our way.
Oh, this is trippy. A positron battery.
Oh, you're going to regret this. Oh, come on. Quit playing games.
Where did you go?
I didn't stock up on junk.
But I like junk, Sarah. It fills my pockets so nicely. Are you through? Oh, you were right there, huh, bud? Oh, Sarah, Oh... Guess being in isolation does some weird things to you, huh, buddy? Oh, a Nova Blast Disruptor! Oh, perfect, a Disruptor rifle. It does EM damage. Ow!
Bad luck for you.
Please stop whacking me. Let me finish. It's not polite. Ugh. Now I know. Varun Robot Model A, huh? Oh, can I just... I don't know what you're saying, buddy. I'm a little disoriented. Oh! I don't know where Sarah wound up. I should probably sell some of the chunks that I found. A snake oil and a blue vase and a blue vase. Oh, I see. You've decided to bully me because you can't... Nearly there, Serpent. Conference room camera. I'm not seeing how to... Oh, I have to follow up, huh? I mean, I'll certainly grab the cred stick. This is a little strange, I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing in here, and I can't do snakes or anything. Oh, yeah, it's real weird in here. This way, come... Well, you know, I sure will if I get to meet the Great Snake. A Nova Light. Shouldn't the rifle version of that be called the Nova Heavy? Or the Nova Dark? Oh, that is a lot of gunfire and robots. Oh my goodness, that is deeply unfortunate. I need more ammunition for this gun. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Rude. Heinous and rude. Raisin Bran. Can shove that with the apples and the copper wire in my pants and make a weird slurry of copper apples and, I don't know. Maybe I should stop trying to make slurries in my pants. Neurojack, huh? Light particle fuses. Yumma yumma. Feed me. Ah, these use light fuses. Oh, that's cute. Sorry, did they say demons? I am suddenly fearful for my life. Well, let's see what I got there. Canuck Pancake Plus, huh? I mean, I'll take it. It's not worth much, but I'll certainly take it. Also take the grinder and the tray. There's nothing good in here, is there? Oh, you make me sad. Oh, well, there's a dinner plate. I'm sorry. Can I... Inventory, I picked up that, like, Nova Light rifle. Or Nova Blast. There you go. I really feel like this should be called the Nova Heavy. Okay, this lock is too difficult, and I can't open it. Great Serpent Guide. Yes, all hail the Great Serpent. Oh, I'm gonna have to go down all the way because my digipicking is not good. Let's see, can I figure out if there's like a... Is there like a digipicking skill? I was kind of hoping it might be a combat skill. Scavenging, theft, diplomacy, this physical? Stealth, wellness. Where is digipicking? Is it in scavenging? Oh, that's pickpocketing. Lovely. Astrodynamics, botany, geology, zoology. So how do I unlock lockpicking? Security! Yes! There we go. Should have known it would be called something like security. I mean, it is. Alright, and suddenly this has gotten a lot more complex. Let's see, it looks like this literally won't fit anywhere else. Okay.
Nicely done.
Yeah, there you go. Security expert. Okay. Let's see if I can maybe do something about... So this strikes me as not working. Oh, you're gonna be a disappointment, aren't you? Okay, let's see. You fit there. Which would mean that I would need a radically wide... let me see. Okay. Okay, so that would fit there, and then I could take one of the closer ones. Like that, sort of. Okay. Okay. I mean, you literally won't fit anywhere else, will you? No, you won't. So, what do I need to do in order to get you to work? Because you won't fit anywhere else either. Okay, I think I just need to do that, and then I need to do that. Okay. Okay. Wow, it looks like this place was ransacked, like genuinely destroyed. Come to voice, it says. They say. I'm nervous about that, to be perfectly honest. However, I'd also very much like to... Okay, that's certainly a possibility. Okay. I could do that. Yeah, okay. This feels correct. Okay. Something kind of robotic to you? Maybe a little Commander Cobra to you? What is... Oh, they done weaponized the Boston Dynamics, dog. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on, Varun. Well, it certainly doesn't feel terrible to use, I'm gonna give it that. Smells kinda nice, actually. Plays well. White hot rounds, 7.62. Finding a whole heck of a lot of 7.62 ammunition.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can...
Hold on. I know I probably shouldn't be doing this in front of you, but, put the Hippolyta in my veins. Hippolyta? Hippolyta?
Never truly know the great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Indeed, let us discuss. Anything to loot around here? Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, fantastic. I see you've been hunkered down in here for a long time.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Did you say that thing pouring out clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
Is that what happened here? A power surge?
I take it you didn't have such an experience where you were, then, hmm? Yes, the entire embassy was thrown into lockdown, trapping me in my quarters, disabling the Venom Tree's filters, and arming the defenses. A disconcerting experience, to say the least. Was the rest of the city spared?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Is that... Oh! Serpent's Embrace! Finally! I serve the UC and the Great Serpent, and coming here, this knowledge will be used to defend us all.
I was not expecting a fellow believer on my doorstep. The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Is that who you play? I'm trying to place this voice actor because they sound an awful lot like one of the VAs Metro, and I'm trying to remember who they might be. Knowledge can't be evil. What about the knowledge of, say, gunpowder? In the name of the Great Serpent, House Varun's code will be used to protect our good.
Create the legacy that our people deserve. Please, follow me.
Finally, I can just waltz in here and be religious. It's been so long since I've met someone who truly understood.
It still works.
You have an Eggman.
Let it be used for good. The Great Serpent guide your path.
So why'd the rest of the embassy staff leave? Where'd they go?
The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
Why'd you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit. This is the right of all his followers.
What's it like, being from House Varun in New Atlantis?
It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments.
Now, I'm going to, real quick, F5 and a quick save.
Have House Varun be known only for slaughter.
Yes, correct.
The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark, and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
Only one point of Moera's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes.
Yes, well, I was able to waltz in here and use my connections with House Varun. So, I'm not going to steal from their safe. That's just messed up. They do have a nice shower and toilet in here, though. Alright. Oh, we're over an hour. Log 1, arrival. Yesterday marked the beginning of my tenure as House Varun's ambassador in the United Colonies. I arrived full of hope, believing our gesture of opening this new embassy would demonstrate that we'd moved beyond our blood-stained past. But we had barely been in New Atlantis an hour when the troubles ahead of me began to reveal themselves. Our brief walk from the spaceport to the embassy was marked by suspicious glances and sneers from numerous strangers on the street. I fear minds here will not be easily changed. The wrongdoing of House Faroon will not be so easily forgotten. It is my fervent wish that this embassy will come to be seen as an emblem of a peaceful future, free of the stains of prejudice and violence. I will do my utmost to act as an avatar for that goal, regardless of any resistance I may face. Though I find myself in a strange land, I know the Great Serpent will guide us to success in our endeavors. Log 2. Protest. This morning I was roused from my contemplative prayer by the sound of muffled shouting. Upon investigation, I discovered a sizable group of United Colonies citizens engaged in a protest on my doorstep. They are opposed to the government's attempts to establish diplomatic ties with House Faroon, and are petitioning for the immediate shuttering of the embassy. My attempts to engage them in discussion were fruitless. Most would not speak with me, and those who did refused to believe that our intentions in New Atlantis were purely peaceful. The embassy guards were eventually required to intervene, forcing me back into the building when the crowd's anger began to manifest threats to my well-being. I intend to discuss this matter with my counterparts in the United Colonies. Their aid will be essential if this effort is to succeed, though I fear it will not be an isolated incident. Okay. A visitor. Each day my frustration grows. Great Serpent, what have I done to merit such scorn? Recently, Sia Marvin arrived at my embassy to receive a visit from such a high-ranking priestess, a Gravid no less, with the intention of engaging in talks with the United Colonies. I was overjoyed. Such a gesture from the house could only mean those skeptical of our efforts could at long last see merit in our work, but it seems I was deceived. Sia's stated mission and her actual intentions are clearly at odds. She has refused every opportunity to engage with representatives from the United Colonies. Instead, she speaks incessantly about the need to surveil the very diplomats whose trust I have dedicated months of effort to gaining. She remains trapped in our old mindset, unable to see what it is we are actually doing here, guaranteeing House Faroon's future. The losses from the Great Serpent were incalculable. The losses from the Serpent's crusade were incalculable. Diplomacy is the only method through which House Faroon's survival may be assured. I must find a way to make Sia see this. Luckily, I believe tonight's dinner will be the perfect opportunity. Our UC's host, Deputy Diplomat Roland, is level-headed, reasonable, I dare say even sympathetic, a rare animal among UC, prior experiences being the indicator. If Sia approaches him with open arms, I have faith that he would embrace her as a comrade. Great Serpent, let this come to pass. Great Serpent, is this a test of my faith? Do you truly wish to plumb the depths of my loyalty? What other explanation could merit why you would permit such a spectacular disaster? Dinner at Deputy Roland's was initially promising, even congenial. Yes, there were pointed questions about House Faroon's intentions, but overall an air of polite decorum was maintained. But it was when one of Roland's more boisterous guests, an officer of some type, perhaps having enjoyed one too many glasses of Chandra, asks, "But how can we trust you, Snakes, after what you did?" That, I believe, the Gravid reached her breaking point. There were only words, but words of the battlefield in which diplomacy is fought, and I realized too late that this was a salvo Sia would let pass. As dessert was served, Sia excused herself. We waited for her to return, and waited, and waited. When it had become clear the Gravid had simply left, I made my pleasantries and rushed back to the embassy. There I found her packing her things. When I asked her where she was going, she stated simply, "I have seen all I need to," and she left without another word. I've reached out to my contacts back in Dasra, who have assured me that they still believe in the venture, that Jarek Baroon himself still believes, and that is all the reassurance I require. A little bit of... almost a little bit of, like, the clan exodus in there. Again, bringing up Battletech, because I like Battletech. Log 5, a test of faith. The last of my staff have left today. Our embassy now effectively shuttered. House Faroon's leaders have ceased all communication with the United Colonies. Our own orders from Dazra were not much better, standing as a single word. Return. No other reason for our abandonment of our post. For the abandonment of our cause, but I knew a test of faith when I see it. I serve House Faroon. A simple understanding of that directive would be that I follow their orders. But what we do here is greater. If we are to survive, it cannot be on our own. If others refuse to see that, so be it. So here I stand, waiting for the day they all see the truth and come back. Silence. There has been no word from my people in months. I have made several attempts at contacting them, but I am uncertain if my messages are reaching Dazra at all. As such, I have had much time to think. Why allow us to come here, make a home for ourselves around a distant star, only to demand our return when the first bit of resistance is met? Because of some drunken slight? Even Sia is not that influential amongst the court. No, there is something larger at play here. They were calling the staff. It wasn't because of the incident with Ravid. Change has occurred. Yet by staying, I now may never know what it is. Only time will tell. Spies. It seems it's been quite some time since my last entry. A welcome bit of exercise today. A United Colony spy snuck inside the embassy. Just before dawn, as I finished my morning prayers, I heard an odd thrum. At first, I presumed my hearing was going out, but then I realized what it was. It was the elevator descending. Presuming uninvited guests could mean only bad things, I snuck upstairs and hid amongst the branches of the venom tree. I watched, like a gargoyle perched on the parapet, as the young man stalked cautiously through the branches of the tree I'd spent so much time cultivating, obviously scared beyond his wits. At one point, an errant branch snapped as he passed, and I swear the boy leapt a foot into the air before realizing its source benign. I was shocked that the mere idea of House Faroon could still garner such fear, even this long after the end of the Serpent's crusade. It would have been amusing if it wasn't such a clear reminder of the failure of my own endeavor. We evaded each other like this for the better part of 2 hours. It was a welcome distraction from my life now steeped in routine. He eventually gave up, returned to the elevator, and I to my meditation. As I think on it now, however, the purpose of the visit is exceedingly disappointing. This was no diplomat, no neighborly knock on the door. This was a spy. Someone breaking into somewhere a normal soul couldn't. They think me dead. A surprising message. It happened. The message was short, a simple request for information regarding the state of things in New Atlantis, but filled me with relief nonetheless. House Faroon has contacted me at last. I had been forced to harden my heart to the possibility that I may never hear from my people again. Today's message assuaged that fear. Though their intentions remain unclear, I am comforted by House Faroon's willingness to re-engage in communications. I am hopeful that it signifies Dazra's willingness to return to more earnest attempts at diplomacy with the United Colonies. Great Serpent, you answer my prayers at last. I stand firm in my belief that it will be at my side as I continue to serve House Faroon's interests in New Atlantis. May his celestial light bathe my people and those we once stood against, and help to usher in an era of harmony at last. Well, that is quite a bit of reading there, my friend. I'll leave you to your things. I'm not going to rob you. I'm not a monster. Only Varun's store.
Will we all be...
How do I... Alrighty. Oh. I do feel a little bad about killing the robots, but... and the turrets. Sorry about that. Hopefully you'll find someone to keep you company. Who knows? Maybe I can come visit occasionally. Maybe learn more about my faith? Yes. The game seems to forget that I have several times. That is more hurtful than anything else. You know, you serve the great Serpent faithfully. Okay, so clearly not that. Okay, clearly that. Okay.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yes, I'm picking locks. Varun scripture! Finally! Some good news. Thank you very, very much. We'll go deal with this, and we'll call it a... Oh, that was the inside of Sarah Morgan's head. Disturbing. Alrighty, well, we'll go deal with Mast. Just feel a little odd to be reloading my weapons in the middle of the square.
On the record? What response?
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has a plan in place to open the Armistice archives.
Unlisted archives for ordnance.
Ugh!
Go ahead and enter the cabinet chambers. What?
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Hi there, Sarah. What you doing?
Everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the Colony War, the pirates used them as forward operating bases.
Kind of like the Empire. Oh, right.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House Faroon, and the Balmore's alive thanks to yours truly, and yes, I got his code.
You saved him. You, Vanguard, really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now,
Well, I couldn't just
I've
leave
already
one of my
arranged
own.
everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Interesting hairstyle. Kind of punk. I dig it. Let's go be very, very polite. Hello there, Commander. We are going to finish this up because it's going to be another very...
Congratulations on joining the ranks of
It's
the
going to be another painfully long upload, isn't it? Oh. What did she... Oh. Yes, it might be worth eating. Cuboid. Frightening. I like your briefcase, ma'am.
Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno-weapons outlawed.
This is Sarah Morgan. Oh, she is sprinting along.
Their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight,
I would love it if I could just, like, walk up to people and scan them with my handheld scanner.
They also marked the start of something critical. Cooperation between the United Colonies and the Free Star Collective for the...
I did pick up that Nova Blast Disruptor.
First time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening.
Like your suit.
It's a fascinating subject, the colony war, though I'm thankful I didn't have to participate.
Like your freckles. You got good fashion, you got good hairstyles.
Keep it civil, or we will.
Okay. No need to wave it around, right?
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Hey.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Alrighty. Okay. Room. Obviously you see, so this is going to be 3-star. Okay. If I try to take anything else... Oh, I literally can't take... Oh, they thought this through. Oh. Can I at least close the doors? There we go. Figure it'd just be polite. Sarah, come on. Can I not close? Can I not close? Okay, I can't close the door. Well, you know, I got taught to close doors when I was young, but whatever. Guess manners don't count for nothing, you see. My apologies for that. I just sneezed, as you could probably tell. I don't have a whole lot of warning there. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be another 50 gig one, isn't it? Okay, alright. So if I were to completely ignore the directions going to the subway station...
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Certainly trying to. Doing better... What are you doing, Sarah?
No funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Okay.
Hello. There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Of course.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Actually, let me take care of one thing real quick. I made a promise, Hadrian. Can you assure me this data will be used for good? Is the answer to stopping more attacks in here? I made someone a promise, Hadrian.
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Wonderful. Is the answer to stopping more attacks really in here?
You're carrying the most comprehensive collection of information on terramorphs in the known universe. If we can't pry an answer out of there, it likely doesn't exist. Certainly doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but we're not going to know until Percival and I dig in, so whenever you're ready.
Actually, let me take care of one thing real quick.
Alright. Just make it quick, I guess.
Yep, gonna make it real quick. Do I have terramorph data? UC Defense Manual, Varun Scripture. There we go. That's that good stuff right there. Oh right, yeah. I raided an outpost with the Crimson Fleet. Listen, I realize we're kind of known for being badasses and all that, but seriously, clean up after yourselves. To which the response was, no. Which I can respect, but I'd also kind of want to not be around that sort of person. FC Embassy Security, Crimson Cabin, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I can't read it. Okay.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. So whenever you're ready.
Major, you may take possession of the terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done.
The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Okay. I am kind of interested in seeing this through, actually. Like, I know I started this mostly as kind of a joke to, like, I don't know, get a shoddy apartment in the well and kind of dunk on the UC while I did it. But I'm actually kind of I'm intrigued. You got me, all right. I'm impressed by this quest line so far. It's actually been varied, it's been complicated. It's given me multiple options for approaching things.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I certainly am. This doesn't mean I can't be a citizen elsewhere, does it?
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
I can respect that. I just wish it wasn't military service required to live on a planet in the UC. That's got some pretty horrifying implications for people who are born into the UC and aren't technically considered citizens. I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Sure, whatever. I really gotta do all that. I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Finally.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I can. As for me by name, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to
It
the
probably
elevator.
will.
You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Well, I feel like there's one thing I should probably take care of before I do that.
Hi. How you doing?
How you doing? I hear there's a realty place that's now offering apartments. So let's go take care of that before we end our session. And, yep, this one's gonna be another monster upload. So glad. Right. They said... Was it this? Aphelion Realty. Indeed. Yes, thank you.
Never a bad...
Alright, I'm going to drop a hard save
now
here.
to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If you're a citizen, of course.
Ah, yes, of course.
Welcome to
If I'm
Feeling
a citizen.
Realty. I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. What brings you in today? Looking to settle down, or move up in the world, or just window shopping?
I just wandered in. I don't think I could afford to live here. I'd like to find someplace to live in New Atlantis. We'll try I just wandered in.
That's fine. It happens all the time. I never mind an opportunity to chat with someone new. I'm here if you have any more questions.
Can I, like,
or if you'd
tie
like
a
to look at
ribbon to your
properties.
hoops and sort of... Sorry, that's a weird question to ask somebody. I'd like to hear about what you have for sale.
Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations on becoming a United Colony citizen. Let's see what we have available. Right now, I've got a little place in the well that's up for grabs. Needs some work, and the location is less than ideal, but it's a foot in the door, so to speak. I have a penthouse apartment in one of the residential towers. I forgot. Government has dibs on that one. Well, if it comes back on the market, I'll let you know. Sound like something you're interested in?
I would love an apartment in the well.
Great. It's very cozy. I'm sure you'll love it. I'll just process the transaction and make sure ownership is transferred. And the apartment is all yours. Congratulations.
You have any properties outside of this?
Oh, don't I wish. Between UC regulations and demand here in the city, I haven't had a chance to branch out yet. But you best believe I'm keeping an eye on the situation.
So
and
I'll have to go to Sidonia if I
orderly
want something there. Wonderful. I'll talk with UC.
Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
Yep. It definitely enjoying my time. Definitely didn't, in one universe, shoot up the president. No, ma'am. I would never. Let's at the very least go see our home. Come on now. I'm terribly excited. Plus, we're gonna do some decorating off screen. Because I like to do decorating off screen. Actually, I may do it on screen, but as a secret special extra bit, right? Depending on how big this file size is. Let's see. Where is my apartment? It should just be by... it should just be by Jake, right? What am I doing? Do I know where my apartment is?
Cool spacesuit.
This is a sorry.
No, that's where the real money's at.
And I'm really glad they included this because, ooh baby, definitely play what's her name, who's in the Expanse, right? She's good looking. To unlock somewhere else. So,
Hi, miss.
hello. How would one get into their say their new appointment or apartment? Okay. Looks like I'm about 30 meters away, but I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Could just be that I'm a goober. Ah, I see. I'm a goober. Not that way. Not that way. So, how do I do this? Am I really a goober? Oh, I really, really am a goober. there it is. Kay's house. And my new apartment. Oh, it's got a bathroom, all fresh and ready for me.
Ah, please. Without me, you wouldn't have any business.
Ah, fantabulous. I can see this being a little bedroom. I can see having some nice little areas here and there. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, this fridge has a top and a bottom. Like any good relation. Oh, this is terribly cute. Okay. Like, this place is barely fit for one person. What are you expecting to do here? I'm expecting to work my magic. You're gonna love it. Oh, this will be perfect. Excellent. Thank you. Finally, a home on Jamison is what it's called, I think. Oh, it's even got some styling, like, I see what they're going for here. Yes. I really like the windows. The windows are nice. The window, I would like this moved over here or over here, right? Because, you always get the, like, kitchen with the window. Please stop opening the doors, Sarah! Alright. We're gonna leave it at that. I have what appears to be like a chemical shower. We can just hold on for dear life. Got a nice toilet. I got a plunger that I'm not gonna take. I have a non-functional medicine cabinet. Oh, just like everybody wants. Perfection. Alrighty. I'm gonna hop off now. And we're gonna call this a session. Because this has been kind of a monster episode. I keep getting those, like, nearly 2-hour episodes. I should go.